Hello students, welcome to your online classes. Today I am going to start a new chapter from civics and the name of the chapter is the Union Executive. As you know, there are three organs of the government: legislature, executive and judiciary. We have already discussed about the legislature. Legislature is a lawmaking body and the executive is the body which implements the laws made by the parliament. So in this, we will study about the composition of the Union Executive. The Union Executive consists of the President and the Prime Minister. The President is the constitutional head of the country and the Prime Minister is head of the government. Okay? Because the Prime Minister is chosen by election, it is directly chosen by us. So his election is direct. And the president is not chosen by us directly, so the president election is indirect. Okay. So we will first discuss about the president. What should be the qualification of a president of India? To become a president of India, what should be the qualification? The qualification, first of all, he should be a citizen of India and he should be of minimum 35 years of age. And he should not hold any office of profit and he should be a member of Lok Sabha. What is the election procedure? As I have discussed earlier, that election of a president is indirect. That means we choose the representative, that is we choose the MPs and member of legislative assemblies, and these members of legislative assembly and MPs choose the president. So this way the president's election is indirect. Okay, so now what is the term of the president? The term of the president is for 5 years, and now we will discuss about the powers and functions. As I told you earlier that the president is the constitutional head of our country, so he has got the powers both in executive, legislature and judiciary. So first we will discuss about the executive powers. He is the chief executive of the Indian Union. He appoints the Prime Minister and his council of ministers. Of course, with the recommendation of the Prime Minister. He has the power to remove high officials of the Union government, like Supreme Court judges, Attorney Generals, and so on. He is the Supreme Commander of the Defence Forces of India. That is, the Defence Forces of India consist of Army, Navy and military services, Navy and Air Force. He can declare war, peace and treaties with other countries. The administration of the Union Territory is directly under his control. So the Union Territory are directed or controlled by the President of India. Okay, now we will discuss about his judicial powers and functions. As I told you that he is the constitutional head of this country, so he has got powers in all the three organs of the government. So what is his judicial powers? He has the power to grant pardon or to reduce the sentence of any convicted person. Convicted person means person who is found guilty for any crime. And suppose he is sentenced to death from the Supreme Court, where can he get some relief? It is only from the President's mercy petition. Otherwise, he will not get any kind of relief. And he can take the advisory opinion of the Supreme Court on certain matters, but he is not bound to accept their advices. Okay. Now we will talk about some legislative powers and functions of the President. The President summons the session of both the houses of Parliament, that is the Rajya Sabha and the Lok Sabha. He addresses both the houses first, and no bill can become a law without the signature of the President. As in the earlier chapter you have already studied that in a bill, before becoming a law, it is called bill. A law before becoming a law is actually called bill, and the bill is first introduced in Lok Sabha, then it has to be passed through Rajya Sabha. When it is passed by both the houses, it is presented before the President for his signature. Okay. and no money bill can be introduced in the parliament without the president's recommendation. So in money bill, president recommendation is taken prior to introduction. So that's it today. For today's lesson, it's only up to this. In the next video we will discuss some more important topics. Okay, see you in your next class.